Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to be talking about another aspect of witchcraft, and that is colour correspondences. So this is a really big part of my craft. It's a really useful tool you can use to add a little bit of extra potential to your spells, or even just like in your day-to-day life. This is something that you see in modern day society as well. You see it in advertisements, in websites, just by what colours they choose. It's a really, really big thing in media. But it's also a massive thing in witchcraft. So colour correspondences is pretty much taking a colour and seeing what energy it actually gives off. Because each colour actually gives off a different type of energy. You may have noticed if you've ever put on that skinny red dress, or if you maybe are swimming in the deep blue water, there is an energy that comes out of these colours. So for today, what we're going to do is I'm going to put the colour up on the screen, give you a couple of seconds to think about what this colour actually means to you. What energy are you feeling off it? What does it remind you of? And then after that, I'm going to actually say what I associate these colours with. So let's start off with the colour white. What does this colour remind you of? Is there any imagery that this colour brings up? So for me, I find white to be a universal colour because it is actually technically made up of all the colours in the spectrum. This means that, like clear quartz, it can be a substitute for any colour in your magical workings, which is one of the reasons why one of the most common candle colours is white that you see in witchcraft. For me, white is a colour of healing, of spirituality, of cleansing, illumination, purity, and of the crown chakra. Now let's move on to yellow. What does this colour make you feel? For me, as well as being a bit of a happy colour, yellow is the colour of communication, of study, intellect, of knowledge, confidence, and the solar plexus chakra. This is a really good colour to have as a candle if you're studying or trying to concentrate on some work. Now what about the colour of orange? What do you think of this colour? For me, I associate the colour of orange with energy, attraction, vitality, stimulation, adaptability, and the sacral chakra. This is a really good colour to keep by if you want just some little bit of extra energy. Now what about red? Red, as you might have guessed, is the colour of love, but it's more on the side of passionate love. So for me, red stands for passion, love, strength, control, aggression, health, vitality, willpower, and the root chakra. This is also why the colour of red is not only just associated with love, but also with anger. Now what about the colour of pink? Pink is also associated with love, but more on the affectionate and friendship side of it. So I associate pink with love, friendship, affection, companionship, romance, children, and partners. And now moving on to the colour of purple. What does this colour make you feel? Purple is a very spiritual colour, I associate this colour with spirituality, divination, psychic abilities, intuition, sensitivity, wisdom, peace, and the crown chakra. This is a really good colour to have near you when you're doing any sort of magic or divination, in the form of either candles or crystals. And now what about the colour of indigo? Indigo is a little bit like the colour of purple, except it's more associated with emotions. So I associate indigo with emotions, spirituality, spiritual healing, insight, divination, and the third eye chakra. I find this colour to be a lot like purple, but more of an inner sort of sense, whereas purple is more associated with wisdom and the crown chakra. Indigo is more associated with how you feel and your third eye chakra. And now, how does the colour blue make you feel? Since the colour blue is associated with the throat chakra, blue is about communication. It's also about truth, healing, peace, wisdom, patience, and understanding. And now moving on to the colour green. What do you think when you see this colour? So the colour green is associated with nature. For me, this means that it's associated with healing, nature, growth, abundance, balance, renewal, prosperity, luck, fertility, and the heart chakra. The colour green is a really good one to have in any sort of prosperity spells. And now the colour of brown. I associate the colour brown with animals, endurance, solidarity, strength, and grounding. It is a colour of the earth, so it is a very grounding colour. And now I'd like you to think about the colour grey. Grey is a very neutral colour, and it is associated with stability, contemplation, reserve, complexity, and decisions. It is one of those colours where it allows you to just sit back and think. And now for a big colour in witchcraft, which is black. What does this make you feel? The colour black is associated with protection, banishment, stability, force, and grounding. It has a strong connection to the dark moon, which is where most banishing spells take their best effect. And now what about silver? What does this colour make you feel? I think of silver to be a very feminine colour. This colour I associate with wisdom, spiritual development, psychic abilities, intellect, memory, warding, and the moon. And now the last one for today is gold. What does this make you feel? I find the colour gold to be a very masculine colour, and I associate it with success, luck, ambition, inner strength, inner understanding, intuition, finances, and the sun. But now these are just the ways that I associate these colours. There was no right or wrong way to do this, and the point of this exercise was to see internally how you associate these colours and to compare it with how I associate it, and then take away what actually makes sense to you, what rings true with you. Witchcraft is a very intuitive subject, and you shouldn't just take everyone's word for granted. You need to actually take in all the information and compare it with what feels right to you. If you associate any of these colours differently to me, let me know down in the comments. It'd be really interesting to see other ways that people interpret these colours. Now, all of these colour correspondences and more can be found on my Patreon. I'll leave a link down in the description below. It's very new. I'm trying to get about 3 posts a week up on there, and it's all about witchcraft. The idea of it is to be a resource for beginner witches and advanced witches, and a place where we can all share our thoughts on these topics. There will also be behind the scenes and updates about my YouTube channel on there as well, and in the future there'll probably be some polls and Q&As and such like that. So it'd really mean a lot to me if you check that out. Another announcement for you guys is that my Etsy jewellery collection is now available internationally. So in the past it's only been available to people living in Australia, and now I've taken the leap and it is now available internationally if anyone is interested in any of these pieces. I will also leave a link to that down in the description below, or you can find it in the About section in my YouTube channel. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope this was really helpful to you. Let me know how you went with this, if there was any colours that really stood out to you and you thought, oh my god, I have this amazing idea of what this colour means to me. Please let me know down in the comments below. And I really appreciate you guys' time and watching this, and I hope it was really helpful for you guys. And I will see you all next Friday. Bye.